Ooh! Highest paid athlete in the world. Two-weight world champion and biggest draw in UFC history. And a ferocious knockout artist of multiple opponents apart from one granddad in a pub. The controversial. The outrageous.
You fucking nothing.
The legend of the fight game.
I am number one.
This is the real history of the one and only.
Sit down and shut the fuck up.
The Notorious. Conor McGregor.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Born Conor Anthony McGregor on the 14th of July 1988 in Dublin, Ireland, Conor is the son of Tony and Margaret McGregor and brother to two sisters. Conor's family were modest working class people from Crumlin who apparently couldn't afford a hairdresser, so they chose to cut Conor's hair with a fucking cereal bowl on his head. Conor attended school in South Dublin and found his first love in football, but he decided to try boxing aged 12 to raise his confidence because he was being bullied, probably because of his barnet. Anyways, Conor never took too well to school but scraped through whilst finding himself in many altercations throughout his teenage years. In 2006 he found his new interest in mixed martial arts while simultaneously working as an apprentice plumber, a career his father recommended he pursue.
I run New York City!
He may reckon he runs New York now, but in his plumbing days he couldn't even run a fucking tap. Realising he was a shit plumber, he sacked it off to take up MMA full-time, much to his dad's disappointment. The drastic decision caused the pair to try and knock fuck out of each other. Tony eventually come round, and Conor promised him he will be a millionaire by the age of 25.
So it's all good.
Conor signed on for benefits in order to allow himself to train MMA full-time. It was at this time as well that he found the law of attraction, which he attributes a great deal to his success.
I always visualised good things. I always visualised victory, success, abundance.
For those of you who don't know what the law of attraction is, it's basically a bunch of spiritual tits making money from telling people to visualise the things that you want, and then they magically manifest in your life. It may sound like bollocks, but I can assure you it most certainly is. I've been trying to manifest Kelly Brook for 10 years now, and funnily enough she hasn't fucking arrived. In some respects you could say that the law of attraction does work because Conor did visualise and manifest becoming world champion, but at some point down the line he must have also visualised smacking a pensioner in a fucking pub. So when did he put that on his vision board? Whatever tickles your pickle, Conor.
The double champ does what the he wants!
At the age of 16, McGregor met his long-term trainer John Kavanagh, and the pair trained hard for his first MMA amateur fight. Looking like a nutty surfer who just hoovered up a naughty amount of Charlie, he managed to destroy his opponent Kieran Campbell by technical knockout in the first round. It was here that he found huge inspiration for the sport and turned pro in 2008, taking on the lightweight division. Now I may have had bigger shits than some of these lightweight chaps, but they're still proper hard. Conor had a good start winning his first two bouts, but then found the level to be higher than he expected, and after 6 fights he had a below average record of 4-2. He was contemplating giving up the sport, but it was his mother and coach Kavanagh who convinced him to keep going and to pull his finger out of his arse. Conor was convinced and took it more seriously than ever, as well as utilising the law of attraction bollocks to become one mouthy. Oi! This new burst of confidence led McGregor on a rampage. An 8-fight winning streak which saw him become the first European fighter to hold both lightweight championships and CWFC featherweight titles. There was a buzz in the air for the mad little Irishman which garnered the attention of the man. The man with the ticket to the big time. The man with the platform to reach the world. The face of the largest mixed martial arts organisation ever and the biggest MMA promoter on the face of the earth. He's big, he's broad, he's got a head like a fucking egg. It's UFC President Phil Mitchell. Sorry, Dana White. Dana's nipples had become fully erect seeing the attention that McGregor was creating, so he signed him up almost immediately. Conor had hit the big time. He had landed on the world stage. He said top of the fucking morning to the UFC and he planned to throw the shit against the fan.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm number one. They're not on my level!
Conor's 2013 debut UFC fight against Marcus Brimage was a first round knockout for the new Irish star. Whilst he was still on £188 a week benefits, Conor picked up a 60k bonus for the win.
60 G's, baby!
A string of more wins ensued, along with a couple more proper dodgy haircuts and a walk which made him look like an absolute belling. The money began rolling in, but being a man from a modest working class family, Conor stayed true to his roots and remained humble. He never let the money or the fame ever go to his head.
Something about a good suit.
I'm a pimp. I'm the money fighter. Rockin' Gucci Mink.
Well, granted, he did spend a bit. But when you got King Kong on your chest, you can do whatever bollocks you want. The world was taking notice. Everybody was saying, who the fuck is that guy? And the titles were in his vision. He was manifesting the championship belts.
The secret is the law of attraction. You are attracting into your life.
Oh, just fuck off. After another beatdown victory over Dennis Seaver, Conor earned his shot at the world champion nutty Brazilian Jose Aldo. The pair embarked on a 12-day world tour, however Aldo suffered a rib injury which well and truly fucked up everything. Chad Mendes was the replacement for the interim featherweight title fight. The showdown took place at Madison Square Garden. McGregor sensationally knocked out Mendes in round 2, earning himself the world honours. He had done it. The Irishman had become an inspiration to so many people across the world, including myself. In fact, I'm so inspired now just talking about it. I've got 3 more episodes of Fake Taxi to complete, and then I'm gonna make something of my life. I will follow in the footsteps of the man I aspire to be. I will be a somebody. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna apply to be a taxi driver.
Alright, love, where do you want to go?
It looks fucking superb. The reschedule of the biggest UFC fight ever was now underway. Aldo was on an 18-fight unbeaten streak, beating some of the greatest UFC fighters out there. But Conor showed no fear to this legend of the game. The garden was filled to the brim with Irish fans. The atmosphere was electric and the bright lights bounced off of Dana White's head. Conor was taking home a bucket load of cash for the fight, which left Dana paying every other on the card about $12 each. You know what he's like. The time had come. 5 grueling rounds of action. The Warriors go to war. The greatest MMA fight ever in front of our very eyes. How long would they last?
Here we go! McGregor is the new featherweight champion of the world!
Not very fucking long, apparently. In fact, I've had farts that last longer than that. Aldo was knocked out in 13 seconds by McGregor, and then the referee thought, fuck it, I might as well knee him in the face as well. McGregor was now the king of the game, the world champion, the most talked about athlete on the planet. He had come from the bottom to reach the very top. What could possibly go wrong from here? Absolutely nothing at all, I don't think. Well, we'll talk about that later. The real history of Conor McGregor. What a bloody legend this man is. The story will continue. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much.
This is Propa. Over and out. Ciao, Bella.